Hey everybody, Sergeant Glory here, coming again with another booster blog. Before I get into this booster, I'm kind of mulling over in my head a few ideas for Nicol Bolas, and I've got a deck that I'm building with him, around him and the Locust God. If you have success with Nicol Bolas and playing him in a deck, I would very much like to know about it. I think we all would, because it's a great card. It's hard to play him in standard, I think, but a great card nonetheless. So I'm trying to problem solve it. Anything that you have about him, any ideas, any strategies that have worked for you, would be much appreciated. I'm going to go ahead and get into this pack of Amonkhet, and foolishly, I tore it open already, but the card's still set. Amonkhet's a set that I'm not greatly familiar with, but becoming more familiar with it all the time. So we got Right Crop Spearmaster. I don't know about the exert ability, because you exert him and then you can't attack with him in the next turn. I don't know, but it guarantees a blocker. So I guess if you staggered your attackers right, then you could get away with it. Seeker of Insight. Fling. Interesting. Anointer Priest. Whenever a creature token enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. So that's what I like about white, just building creature decks. Token decks, rather. Haze of Pollen. Festering Mummy. He festers. It's like, when Festering Mummy dies, you put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. Oh. So it'd be really good against Amonkhet the Eternal, because Amonkhet the Eternal dies very, very quickly. If you play right, if you play against it right. Pursue Glory. Attacking creature gets +2 until end of turn. Naga Vitalist. And add 1 mana of any color. Seems expensive. Add to your mana pool 1 mana of any type that a land you control could produce. So it's a mana producing card, but you have to actually have that color on the table. So it seems limited. Winds of Rebuke. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, so a bounce. Each player puts the top 2 cards of his or her library into his or graveyard. Fraying Sanity. Well, Winds of Rebuke and Fraying Sanity. I've heard that Fraying Sanity has exploded in value. Unwavering Initiative. I guess that actually happened a couple of weeks ago. I was just checking the TCG values on Fraying Sanity has gone up a lot within the past couple of weeks. So playing cards like this, Winds of Rebuke, definitely with Fraying Sanity, because the Unwavering Initiate can't handle it. Gate to the Afterlife. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, you gain 1 life. Then you may draw a card. Oketra's Attendant. Vizier of Tumbling Sands. Untap another target permanent. See, I don't know. I mean, he's a blocker on turn 3. Tap him to untap your big guy. So that's good. All right, what we got here? We got here. Rare is... Oh! Hazoret's Favor. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may have target creature you control get +2/+0 and gain haste until end of turn. If you do, sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Now, this is a good card, I think, because especially in an aggro deck, it costs 3. At the beginning of combat on your turn, I can target a creature and give him +2 in haste. So, I mean, it's a haste-giving card. I want 4 of these in my red aggro deck. 4 of them. That's and a full art forest. That's pretty. That's a good card. That's a good card. I'm gonna definitely be valuing that, getting some good out of it. Well, hey guys, anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I know that sometimes it can be a little boring to watch somebody open a booster pack and talk about the cards, but any comments that you have about what we've opened here, any comments that you have about Fraying Sanity, Fantasy. Fraying Sanity. And what's the blue card we pulled? Draw a card, then discard a card. Nope. Nope. Return a card. Yeah. Yeah. I want to know what you guys think of Fraying Sanity. Can't say it. Fraying Sanity. Sanity. I want to know what you guys think of Fraying Sanity and how well it's going to play out, especially with cards like this, and how to get the best out of it. I think that's what we're all trying to problem solve. That and Nicol Bolas. So we're all kind of problem solving Nicol Bolas and how to best play him. I've put him in ramp decks. I've put him in tutor decks. I've put him in red aggro decks, and I think that right now I've got a deck that is going to actually make something of him. I feel confident, and I'm going to go over that in another video. What do you think of Hazard's favor and how red aggro did in the Pro Tour this year, and where that's going, and how to build decks to counter red aggro, because everybody knows there's going to be that prick out there who's just going to play red aggro all the time because that's what everybody wins with, and they're just going to be killing you on turn 4. And I like to actually play the game. You know, I mean aggro is a way to play the game, don't get me wrong, but I like to prolong the game, get the most out of it that I can, and so I'm looking for ways to combat red aggro, as everybody should be. So, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you will. Share this with your friends. Throw me out a comment, and I'll enjoy reading it and commenting back. Thank you again. Have a good night.